Alright, what's going on guys, Luca here with another PvP build, a bomb build on the new class, the Arcanist. With Dark Convergence, a must-have for every melee bomb build, pulls the enemy together, deals a good amount of damage and even snares them for 60%, combined with the Master's Maw for extra penetration, deals an insane amount of brawler damage, depends on how many targets you hit. Let me show you really fast. I had a 27k brawler hit on a player, look at this. It's insane. As a monster set Balog, what adds for the extra penetration and weapon damage, and this bomb set Plague Break. Even if they nerfed it, it cannot proc on the guards or any PvE NPC anymore, but it's still better than Vicious Death in my opinion, because it can also proc if someone purges themselves, right? Compared to Vicious Death. The nerf is kinda irrelevant for this build, to be honest. You don't need guards to bomb entire Zergs. Armor types, I want 4 medium armor pieces and 3 light armor pieces. Why 4 medium? Simply because of this juicy Arcanist passive called Splintered Secret. Increase your physical and spell penetration by almost 1k. In total 4k penetration just thanks to this passive. Our pen is around 25 to 30k plusish, depends on how many ulti points we spend with Balog. That's why I went with a little bit more medium armor pieces for more crit damage and weapon and spell damage. Full Divines, of course, for the extra crit damage with the Shadow Mundus, 17% in total. Full Infused on the Jury, Bloodthirsty should be even better, but I already had Plague Break in Infused, and I'm out of stones at the moment. With weapon spell damage, Magicka recovery or Stamp recovery, doesn't matter here. Maul 2H for extra pen, with Sharpened for even more penetration with the Berserker Glyph. And Backburn Ice Staff in defending for extra armor with the Escapist Poisons. Quick look on the skills. Inspired Scholarship. The damage morph deals slightly more single target damage than the other one. It's also our Major Brutality and Sorcery buff, so 20% extra weapon spell damage. Fulminating Rune and Flail just slotted for the extra penetration. Alternative to Flail or Rune, you could slot Empowering Disc. Gives minor courage, 215 weapon spell damage, but I prefer the simpler rotation with just the penetration slotted. Brawler is spammable, a must-have for this build, otherwise we'll be way too squishy. If you go for example with Dual Wield and Willing Blades, you will simply not survive that. Carmonter just slotted for Major Savagery, 12% crit rate. Minor Berserk, 5% extra flat damage if you flank an enemy and if you crit damage, and even another 3% weapon spell damage. A must-have for probably every bomb or gank build. As Ultimate the Arcanist, Ultimate Languid Eye, make sure to use this one. Deals more damage, snares the enemy, and you can just place it on the ground. You don't need to target like the other morph. Deals around 5k-ish per 0.5 seconds, so per second around 10k plus, depends of course on the target. I have it just slotted on the front bar, take a guess for the extra penetration, but we need to use it on the back bar of course to proc Dark Convergence. Then Blockade of Frost, simply to proc Dark Convergence if I don't have my ulti up. It's a flex bot here, you can also put something else if you want. Race Against Time for Minor Force, 10% extra crit damage, Major Expedition, and a snare removal. Vega is Selfie, Imperious Rune Ward, just as extra shield for survivability if I'm able to survive my bomb. And the armor buff, which also applies minor breach, almost 3k penetration if you get hit. Very nice. Race Dark Elf, probably not the best one. I would prefer Khajiit with the 12% crit damage, should be slightly better. Mundus, the Shadow, like I said, crit damage. Smoked Bear Hunch as buffwood. I need the extra stamina and Magicka region. Vamp stage 4. That's really important here that we are a vampire. We need Vamp Stage 4 for mainly unnatural movement. If you continue to sprint for 3 seconds, you automatically become invisible. For Undeath, 30% damage reduction. And Strikes from the Shadows, the most important one, for extra 300 weapon spell damage if you leave Sneak, Invisibility or Mist form. With this juicy potion, we can go Invis. And we gain even CC immunity for 10 seconds. So I always pop this potion before our ulti dump. Like this you get the guaranteed 300 weapon spell damage from Strikes from the Shadows. And the CC immunity to be able to even bomb. Without CC immunity you would be probably insta dead. You would get knocked back, stunned, feared, etc. So for this build, a must have. You can buy those from the Siege Merchant in Syro or in Vardenfell, Vivek City if I remember correctly. Attribute points 64 in stamina, About the glyphs, by the way, I have 2 HP glyphs, the rest stamina. We need the extra HP, otherwise we will be way too squishy. I'm at around 23k-ish, let me check. Yes, with full stamina we would be around 21k HP. CPs, Biting Aura, Mastered Arms, Backstabber and Occult Overload. 5k Oblivion damage, really nice. Alternative go with Werewolf Strikes if you want. Or Fighting Finesse for more crit damage. And red CPs, Pain's Refuge, Sustained by Suffering, Celerity and Bastion. Bastion increase also our damage against shielded target by 15%. Combination. Pre-buff yourself with Scholarship, Armor and Race Against Time. Try to always be in Sneak, like this you will not lose the surprise momentum. Then Invis Potion, into Ultimate, into Brawler Spam. Super simple. If you have time, let's say you're in a small skill group, you can probably also use Flail for the extra 5% more damage, or even full Minuteing Room for more dot pressure. But as solo bomber you don't have simply time for that. You need to be fast as possible, otherwise your opponents will just roll dodge out or block your combination. That's it with another PvP build. Thanks for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you hopefully in the next one. Peace.
Your heart is no longer the same, 'cause it's fall apart and it frees your heart. It's no longer the same. We need to your heart is no longer the same, 'cause it's